Hey everybody, it's your girl Monique. Welcome back to my channel, Freedom to Love Yourself. Go ahead and put on your seatbelts and let's get ready to fly. I know y'all missed that one. So this week's episode, I wanted to talk about recognizing love and its many different forms that it comes in. And so I was dabbling on social media because you all know I'm hip with the times. I stay hip, I stay laced, and I know you know I'm fly. Oh, fly, like freedom to, oh, that one got me excited. We're gonna keep that. I'm not taking it out. We're not taking it out. Let's keep going. Okay, so, what was I saying? Anyway, so I was on social media, and of course, like on social media, you see everyone talking about how they want love and how they're looking for love and how they want to find love and things like that. And obviously, I know that people are talking about the romantic love and partnership and potentially getting married and being coupled or tripled in some cases, I guess. I don't know. I don't judge. Anyway, but people are looking for this romantic love. They're looking for this partnership, this connection, the emotional connection that you see on the movies and share with whomever you decide to share it with. So I wanted to just take a moment to kind of talk about broadening the idea of love outside of the romantic, partnered, coupled, tripled form, and really being able to recognize love in other forms. So in friendship, in relationships, recognizing love in strangers. I know you all are probably thinking like, oh wait, how do I love a stranger? But if you go back to last season, I think it's episode 2, it's called Self-Love is the Best Love, and that's where I talk about how I conceptualize love. And I understand that the way that I conceptualize love may be different for other people, but the way that I do it, you don't need to have that emotional connection with the person in order to show love to them and receive love from them. And so before I get into talking about what I wanted to talk about, I want to recognize that I understand the wanting, the longing for that emotional connection, for that romantic idea of love, and for finding your special person or your soulmate, whatever you all choose to call them. I recognize that want. However, I do think we do ourselves a disservice when we are not able or we don't choose to acknowledge the other forms of love that surround us and have consistently surrounded us through our lives. Love can take on many different forms. At least I believe that love can take on many different forms. And I believe that love is magical. So it can transform into what's needed and what's not needed. So for example, the way that you love your dog may not be the way that you love your best friend. And the way that you love your best friend will likely not be the way that you love a stranger or the way that you receive love from a stranger. I view it as love when I'm in the checkout line and the stranger in front of me has like 50 million items and I only have 2, I receive it as love when they let me go first. Like, that's something that I truly, truly appreciate, and that is a genuine act of kindness because they did not have to let me do that, and it makes my day a little bit easier. Or I recognize love when my father calls me randomly just to ask me how my day is going or how I've been, making sure I don't need anything. I recognize love when my dog greets me at the door and he's always so excited to see me. Even if I just went outside to check the mail and I came back and his tail is wagging, he's jumping, he's ready to see me. So those are all ways that I feel loved and ways that I recognize love. And so it's my belief that love starts with gratitude and appreciation, specifically appreciation of the little things that we may not always tend to notice. So someone calling me to just ask how my day is going, that's something that I genuinely appreciate, and that is something that I recognize as love. Also, I want to recognize self-love. So appreciating the little things that you do for yourself, the little things that you like about yourself, the little things that make you unique and really make you who you are. That's the way I conceptualize it, the foundation. So with that being said, I wanted to talk about how we can kind of train ourselves to recognize love in the small, mundane things in our everyday lives. Because I do think it's difficult. Like, the little things often go unnoticed by most people. It's like a muscle. You have to train yourself to stop and recognize and reflect on those little things, to truly be able to appreciate them in order to recognize love in your everyday life outside of romantic partnership and coupling. And so one thing that I do to help strengthen this muscle of mine, and now I've been doing it so long that I just do it habitually and it just comes more naturally to me. But when I first started, I would write down a list. Now I don't have to, I can do it all in my head, but I would physically write down a list in my journal about the things that I'm grateful for. And it could be anything. So, for example, things that I'm grateful for today. One, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be a homeowner. I'm grateful to have had a really good night's sleep. I'm grateful for the way that the sun shined into my window this morning, because I love natural light and I love to be kissed by the sun in the morning. Not somebody's sun, the sun. Oh, that was so corny. Okay, get it together. I'm grateful for the roses that I bought for myself. They're right over there. I did such a good job. I'm being such a good plant mom. And so I think you guys kind of get the point of what I'm trying to say, is that just take the time to appreciate it. And then as you are appreciating the things, especially like if you started off in a low place, like with negative energy, the act of appreciating, just observe how your spirit changes. Observe how you become more positive when you take more time to appreciate even the smallest little things. And then just letting people know that you appreciate them is a way of showing love as well. And so I will leave you all on this note. A while back, a person on Instagram posted that when we recognize love, we are actually recognizing God in other people, in situations, in nature, in the small everyday things that we don't tend to notice. And not to bring religion into this, but I am a spiritual person, but that is something that changed my perspective on how I conceptualize love and how I'm able to recognize love in the small, mundane things. And so to sum everything up, I just think it's important to recognize love, even if it's not romantic love, and viewing it as equally important as that romantic love and that partnering, that coupling, and that emotional connection that you share with another person. And so, as always, I want to leave you all with an affirmation. And so this week's affirmation is, I'm choosing gratitude and I'm recognizing the love that surrounds me. And so if you like this video, please let me know with a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel, follow Fly Affirmations on social media, and tell a friend to do the same. All right, loves, always remember that you were born to fly. See you next time, pilots.